Wait, did Admiral send Lip off the map? Wait, that'd be really funny if that's the case. Oh, he did. He actually did send Lip flying off the map. Okay, so Soldier, we're running a Soldier, Tracer, Ball on a Kiriko composition here, and Nightmare are starting on Brawl. Now, Nightmare are eventually going to switch to Dive, which is the correct decision, but for now they're on this Brawl composition, and that's actually going to make the Soldier a little bit better. The reason why is because Soldier, one of his main weaknesses is that he is very susceptible to dives. Sojourn at least has a bit more burst pressure in the sense that you hold that rail shot, and that alone is enough to prevent like a Winston from wanting to dive you, right? Because if you hit that rail shot in his head, oh, my armor's gone, right? So that's dangerous. That's something you have to think about, right? Soldier, the Helix rocket is a bit easier to avoid. It isn't as threatening. And, you know, that's kind of the case all around. Sojourn also has better movement. And especially when you get the 2 slides, Sojourn can kind of just like completely leave. And on the other hand of things, you have a Cass, who's also effective against dive. And Cass is very good with burst damage. So he isn't really a threat on the way there. You know, Sojourn is like a threat on the way there. She can also leave. Cass doesn't have the mobility, but he's just really hard to kill. He's really hard to kill. He feels like a tiny little tank, and he'll hit you with a right click, and all of a sudden your HP bar is gone. And Soldier can't really do either of these things. He doesn't have good movement. He can run, but he can't slide and like move at fast pace, right? He moves at a consistent pace. It's pretty easy to track, pretty easy to kill. And that's a problem. I mean, he can change his positioning overall very rapidly without using any cooldowns, but he can't really escape sticky situations very easily with his run. It's not great for that. It's only good for switching positions. Now, against a Brawl composition, what's nice about that is that like when you're running this Ball composition against this Ram comp, funny enough, your win condition is just taking angles and poking them out. Soldier happens to be very good at taking angles because he can run around without using cooldowns, and he can poke out, you know? He can do that. So it's all right, you know? I still feel like Ashe would be better. You throw the dynamites above them, things like that. You can also run Sojourn if you want more mobility, right? So I feel like there's more kill pressure, but Soldier at least can kind of work here against the Brawl. But remember, a few swaps and it won't really work anymore. Zero will be able to hunt Lip a little bit, but I don't think that's much of a problem. I think Heesung should be able to keep Zira in check, and that's what Heesung's job really is. Zira's job here on Nightmare, I like the Cast Tracer. I like that they're starting this. They realize that they might be up against a dive. They're starting that Cast Tracer, and the Cast Tracer will be able to mark the Ball, the Tracer pretty easily. Again, Sombra, you don't want to play Sombra against Ball comps. That might be a hot take. That's what I think. I think Nightmare have the right idea. 100% think they have the right idea here with Cast Tracer. I do not think Sombra is good against Ball comp. Oh yeah, Jumbin does that. Jumbin does that at the very start of the game. I forgot about that. That's very funny. I might have to make New Queen Street its own video. I might make several videos out of this series, to be honest. Like, I could make it one big video, but I don't know. We'll see. I might make it a video of Kings Row and New Queen Street, maybe, or something. I don't know. Not sure. Or just do New Queen Street, or... yeah, we'll see. Boom. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think there's also the factor of not showing your strongest looks unless you need to because of how much teams will prep in Tier 1. No. There's no reason. No. Here's the thing. If you're up against a bad team, you don't want to play worse comps against them because either way... a bad team won't even force you to use your actual, like, setups and stuff, you know? But, like, you don't play worse against bad teams. You just roll them and get it over with as fast as you can. You wouldn't run Soldier just to not show off what you can play, because everyone knows that you might run a Ball comp here anyways, and you just play Cass or Sojourn, you know? I really do not think that would apply in these situations. I don't think Falcons are going to be looking at this match and scouting and be like, whoa, they're on Soldier. They're definitely going to run that against us. Like, even the Falcons coach is probably like, what the fuck is that? Like, we know you're just going to run Sojourn or Cass instead, right? Like, I feel like hiding strats really isn't a thing that's like super prevalent or viable or necessary. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. But yeah, I don't think hiding strats is really has anything to do with this, to be honest. I think this is they ran this legitimately, especially because they just lost a map, you know? Yeah, they go for this hit here. They should win this. Admiral does get a kill in the lip, though. Wait, did Admiral send lip off the map? Wait, that'd be really funny if that's the case. Oh, he did. He actually did send lip flying off the map at Mach speed. That's great. Thank you, Admiral. Thank you, Admiral. Yeah, cuff over to Winston. Instant swap. There you go. So now all of a sudden the soldier sucks because he is going to be under pressure from this Winston. And also Chorong is probably going to have to swap Brig. That's probably going to happen eventually. But this Anakiri, no longer very good. Anakiri is good against the Brawl comp, not very much against the dive. And Lip is going to have to swap as well. Because like if the soldier was kind of useful before, now it's completely useless now. Like it's just, there's just nothing. There's nothing there. So let's watch Lip POV. Let's see how it goes for him. Also, that's 1 death for him so far. Yeah, so, okay. Cuff is going to pressure this. We're going to use our heal. We're going to force Cuff away. Lip's going to go up high ground. Lethal's going to get a shot on the Heesung. Oh, yeah, that started happening a lot near the end of this. So what started happening is I noticed Heesung started getting, like, hit with, like, headshots by Lethal constantly, over and over again. He was dead on repeat. That started this map. Forgot about that. That was kind of a thing that was happening. This was the 1 kill that Lip gets. That's good. That is the 1 time that the soldier got value. That's it. After this, it's all downhill. So Nightmare just going to play slow. They're playing to stop cart right now. And they're going to set up for a hit. And for Nightmare, I mean, it's viable to go after the... It's really viable to go after the Ana or the soldier. Both are good targets. Looks like they're going after the... Looks like they're trying to fight for Mega first, actually. They're trying to get their backline set up there, maybe? Okay, there's mines. The mines aren't, like, such a big issue, though, for Nightmare. They're playing very slowly. Chorong's going to get Ultraviolet. Okay. Solid hits from Crazy Raccoon are kind of, like, splitting. But there's another kill. He's dead again. He's dead again. So he's dead to a Pulse Bomb. And now we're going to come back. We're going to try and pressure Lethal. We're going to use the Nano Visor. And we're going to go Nano Winston. Try and pressure it. The Kitsune as well. And then Admiral just comes in there, stuns. And 3 ultimates get 0 value. This is where it starts to go bad. It starts to go real bad. You notice how that did nothing? Also, Visor sucks because it isn't burst damage. It sucks because it isn't burst damage. You peek once against a Nano Overclock, you're dead. You peek once against a Nano Visor, you can go back behind cover and maybe live. That's one of the reasons why a soldier is always going to be worse, is because he lacks burst damage. Your opponent can heal, they can survive, they can play smart around it, and they'll be okay. But that was like kind of a hero play from Admiral, which really paid off. It worked great. Very, very big. Do you think they should change Soldier's kit? I think they're going to forever keep him as a noob hero who's like just decent. Here's the thing, I don't think Soldier should be a focus right now for the devs because he's just bad in pro play because the other hit scans are better, but he's not necessarily useless. He's not necessarily useless. So I think for Soldier, they should just kind of keep him how he is and just keep him a noob hero. He's kind of a good example of a good noob hero. But yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't really... Soldier is there for newer players who want to learn the game and want an easy intro to hit scan. That's pretty much what he's there for. Other than that, for pro play, I don't think he'll ever have a place. I don't think he'll ever have a place, especially in 5v5. He's pretty much useless, but, you know, we'll see him every once in a while when teams feel like tossing a map to Nightmare. But yeah, I think they should focus on heroes like Lifeweaver and like full reworks, you know? That's what I'm thinking. I think a full Lifeweaver rework, a Mercy rework, things like that are going to be way higher on the priority list. Because also, like, if you're unranked, you don't really mind a soldier on your team, and you don't mind a soldier on the enemy team. Like, he isn't, you know, he isn't the worst ever. He isn't the worst ever. But yeah, Admiral makes this play here, and it's kind of awesome. Oh, you forced the Curie out, too. Yeah, you get the TP out, I think. Nice. The timing here is, like, beautiful. Nice. Nice. That's really nice. Coming in to save the day. Well played by Nightmare. Good cooldown usage. And then, yeah, Lethal just domes Heesang again. That's what I was saying. That shit just starts happening, you know? Or maybe that was the same one, but either way, it starts happening a lot. On Route 66, I remember it happening like 10 times. It was like crazy. It was crazy. All right, Lip's gonna sit up here. He doesn't really have any good angles though, and he can't move anywhere from here, you know? Oh, we can go to this angle maybe, but like, the Winston's gonna pressure. You're gonna have to back out. You're taking a lot of damage. Oh wow, Kuffa's gonna commit, because he has Primal, I think. Oh, that's so unlucky for Kuffa. But Lethal's able to get Chorong, nice. Lethal puts on a great performance this map. Lip is trying to escape, but it's like, I'm not sure that he's doing much, you know? He does get a kill there, but I think he dies anyways. Yep. he accidentally helixes himself. Oh no. He actually did not even mean to do that. That was actually an accident. Freak accident right there. Okay. And he's still saying soldier even though they're up against a Winston comp. And he doesn't have ult. Like at this point there's no excuse for this, you know? Like this was the moment where I'm like he's actually committing to this. He's doubling down when everyone knows that this is a terrible decision. And that bothers me a little bit, you know? I wonder if there was some level of ego going into this where it's like, oh, it's just Nightmare. We might have dropped the map before, but we're winning this match anyways, so may as well like get some soldier playtime in, you know? I feel like there might have been some level of ego staying on soldier here. Like there had to have been. Because I can't see there being a logical reason to stay this. And we're gonna sit here. I'm just gonna like poke a little bit, but what are we realistically achieving? Like we can't get close. We're so scared. We're getting like 1 or 2 damage off. We did some great damage to the shield, I guess, of the Brig. We're just not participating. We're watching Crazy Raccoon take a 4v5, and Lip is just like spectating. And he just gets diffed anyways. He was just AFK the whole time. Like, what is he doing? And then we have a nano visor again. He's like, guys, we can nano visor. I'm staying soldier. Yeah, it's gonna work great. It's gonna work great. We're gonna push forward. We're gonna poke out Kuffa a little bit. I mean, I guess like the only thing a soldier is maybe annoying for is like poking out the Winston a bit, but isn't Sojourn just better at that, you know? Or like another hit scan is better than that? Better at doing that? I don't know. Well, we're doing good work trying to break that bubble. He knows that he can't walk to the left here like immediately, otherwise he's gonna get like run down. That's the helix missed. Now he's just gonna back up. Okay, a tiny bit of value helixing Lethal there. We did something. And then we're gonna wrap around, we're gonna try, okay. Oh, and they're already gone. They left. They left. And Chorong's dead. And now we're in the middle of nowhere and we can't reach them. We can't reach them. Lethal gets Heesung again. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. We forced recall out of Zera, chat. That's value. And we pop Visor. It has to be for swap. It has to be for swap. I think he did it for swap. No. I forgot. He stayed after doing that. He stayed after doing that. Why? No. 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 No, 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 no. 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 No, why are you still on this character? That had to be a swap ultimate, surely. Or are we just testing the waters? Are we just fucking around for the sake of it? Just throwing the visor out because I'm a walking aimbot, you know? Like, I don't need it. It's all good. He's dead! He's dead! He's just dead, like, and now he's on Soj. Why were we on Soldier that last life? Like, what? And they just gave up lead that whole time. They gave up lead the whole time. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. I'm gonna crash out over whatever the heck that was. Pulse Bomb missed. Oh, if that Pulse Bomb hit, that'd be really fucking funny though. If he dies again, like this is a PGE level performance, except for he's not even like winning. He's not even trading out or anything. He's just like, he's dead anyways. Yes, he's dead anyways. Lip just spent this entire map dead in the spawn room, gone, non-existent. He wasn't there. Kuffa trying to go for an engage. Look at that. Wait, actual value with Sojourn. We actually are getting damage off. We're actually chunking people. All of a sudden, Hisung can finish kills? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, nades out, but yeah. Have to disengage. Admiral's caught in a bad spot. Wait, does Admiral do a cool thing here? I think Admiral does a cool thing here. Wait, we need to watch the cool thing that Admiral does. I think Admiral does a very cool thing here. Is this the rally? Oh, I think he does a bad thing, actually. Oh, he tried so hard. Oh, that could have been cool. That could have been cool. Okay, I see the vision there. It's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Okay, let's keep watching Lip POV. Because at this point, I'm just like watching a, you know, car crash. Oh, Pulse? Why did Hisung Pulse? I'm here because I'm a paid actor by OC. She pays me in creatures, real, not fake. Oh, he's dead again? He's dead again? Oh my goodness. At least OC would pay attention to main support too. I love main support. I think Hangzhou had some of the best main support performances we've seen in a while. It really has. I think the main supports have been kind of integral in each team. So I've been like nerding out over main support performances recently. Chorong just rallied, chat. Chorong just rallied with a pulse bomb stuck to his face. He thought he could live it. But either way, I mean, Kuffa kills him, right? Like, that's just a bad decision. No? Damn. Okay. Okay. I will say, Nightmare are also playing well. Like, it's not just lip throwing. I think this map in particular was terrible, but like, you know. Shu is kind of at fault for King's Row. Shu is kind of at fault for King's Row. Lip, it was not Lip's fault. Okay, Lip nanoed. Hisung's able to get 2. There's a good pulse bomb. Like, Hisung in general, I think, was the best player on Crazy Raccoon, by the way, for this tournament. I actually normally think Hisung is not that good. I think Hisung was the best player on the team this time around. Also, for I think Jumbin had a bad Grand Finals match, but some people heavily disagree with me on that, but we're going to do a VOD review of it, like, this Sunday, I think, or something, so we'll take a look at it. We are doing some more VODs this week. I have it in stream schedule in my Discord if you're curious, so, yeah. Yeah, Lip is off of Soldier, though, but so far, he's still done kind of no... Did Jumbin just eat the pulse that was supposed to go to Lip? Because if so, that pulse targeting was also perfect from Zera. Because if Lip dies, that's no overclock and just win the fight. What just happened in slow motion? What from Lip's POV, what happened there? Like, hold on. What happened here? This was meant for Lip. And Jumbin took it. Oh my god. He actually just... Wait. There's no way that's on purpose, though. But that's... What the heck? What the... What was that? Jumbin just saved their chances, but they don't win this map either way. But still, I need to see that again. Okay, that pulse was great. Like, these pulses have been on point from Zera, though. But I need to see this. Okay, so we have pulse. Okay, I need to watch this slow-mo. Slow-mo, slow-mo, slow-mo. Okay, so we drop. 1 blink, 2 blinks. Oh, no! It's... Oh, I don't know if it would have hit either way. Wow.